Hello, oops. Here is the collective reading for Thursday, April 16th, 2026. I do like that if you watch my last video that I posted today of the toning, that melody. I don't know what that is, but it's something. That definitely was channeled, that came through. All right, I don't know what order that came out in. Wow, those cards came fast. I should sing every time I'm doing a reading. First card for the collective is the Seven of Cups. So obviously in this one, it's quite, can you see? Let's see, it's shiny and reflective. But it's a bit different than the Rider-Waite Tarot because it's more, it's a little darker and creepier. We have like this lizard guy, we have the mask. So it's almost like I think it's very much more evocative of the kind of illusion delusion card. Yeah, so this is someone that's kind of like seeing. I always wonder when I see the mask and actually there's not even a head behind that mask, and there's also like this little skull here. But I wonder if like when the person this entity has the mask on, it's almost like singing something different than this like weird lizard creature. Like with the mask on, it's like, ooh, there's a unicorn and like, you know, and a waterfall, and like it's mystical, magical. And then you take the mask off, it's just like this creepy crawlers, like ooh. So I see this as, you know, being a little bit in this like delusional space. We don't really want to see the reality of what's going on around us, but also like we're taking that mask off, right? Like the reality is the reality. And so I think that's this moment in time. That's what we're going through collectively, is like we've been living in a delusion, right? We've been fed all these lies and programming, and the world that we were told exists like isn't really the world that existed. There was all this darkness happening behind the scenes all the time, and it just wasn't in our awareness, even though it was going on, and now it's all coming into our awareness. So we all have to take off that mask and see our creepy reptilian reality. I'm not really into like the whole dark conspiracy world, but anyways, that's what this is bringing through. In the middle is the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is obviously like, it can be a romantic offer coming through, but he's also like the Don Juan of the knights. Like he's a seducer, and he'll kind of tell you what you want to hear, and he'll whisper sweet nothings, but are they genuine? And so I kind of read it like that. These two together is like the mask is coming off, but there's still forces that want to almost love bomb us into submission and be like, no, it's all good, it's all okay. No, you're so beautiful, baby. I love you, you know. And then like they're going off and sleeping with someone else right away. Right? They say that to everybody. So there's this kind of duplicitous, manipulative nature around us today. And then the outcome is interesting. It's the Two of Pentacles. So it's this juggling and this balancing. Like we're trying to live our highest and best life here, and yet like everything around us is kind of like not right, and the world is going crazy, you know, and there's these lies, and we don't know what's true, we don't know what reality is, like we don't know anything except for our discernment. We're like, ooh, that little topsy-turvy. So I think these three cards together, the Seven of Cups, Knight of Cups, and Two of Pentacles, is encouraging us. We might feel like really kind of off balance and have a lot of like manipulation going on kind of in the ether, And so it's really a time to come back into our center and go deep within and come back into our own alignment and discernment and just like what feels true, what feels right, what is your truth, what feels true to you. If someone tells you something and you have a body response of like, ugh, that doesn't sit well in your body, not your brain. Our brains lie to us all the time. We can't really trust our brain, but our bodies know, right? So if like you hear something and it just like doesn't sit right, or it gives you like a weird feeling, listen to that. Be like, for whatever reason, that doesn't align. That doesn't feel right. That doesn't feel true for me today. Whether it's true or not kind of doesn't matter, but it's like, it's not your truth in the moment. And just see when you hear something or see something and you feel nothing or you feel super calm, usually that's a good indication for like, okay, that's aligned. It's almost like the absence of that, when your body is not creating resistance, which is hard to know sometimes, like, because we're going in and out of energy all the time, and there feels like all these things tugging and pulling at us in every which way. So the absence of resistance, the dropping in, that kind of like deep knowing feeling is actually like what alignment is and what feels right, at least to me. So I mean, take what resonates with you and leave it if this doesn't feel right to you. But this is how I have understood this kind of like my journey into understanding my intuition and my discernment and what feels right. And it's like more about listening to this kind of like nervous system activation or deactivation. So I think the advice of the cards is like, maybe don't trust so much the energy coming from the outside world today. It seems a little bit unreliable and manipulative and all these topsy-turvy, a little bit out of balance. So come back into your center. Know who you are, know yourself, know your truth, and operate from that place. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.